Jo. And here we are, for the third time this season, but this time in the breathtaking landscape here in Austria. And this is the true definition of stunning. But here we are giving you coverage for the third round of the Lom Cup here at the Red Bull Ring. This track has some simple straights and some quick turns, giving opportunities for the cars to show off their real potential. But this landscape here is absolutely breathtaking and stunning. And here beside me, I'm joined by Kaya.
Hello. So as you can see, 13 corners ending up this track is really thick and narrow in the last sector. No, first sector. And a lot of people actually crashing out or spinning out in turn 3, which will be a hard time for most of the drivers. But now we're entering qualifying.
And here we are with the Haas coming out of the pits for his outlap, and that is the Haas of Dovala Dominique. Unfortunately, not all the drivers could make it today, only 8 could make it, just like last time. And that also includes the current champion of the McLaren.
Davis.
We're currently viewing Dovala Dominique. Yeah, as you can just see on the onboard, look at the beautiful views that Austria really has. And I've been here before and it's absolutely breathtaking and it is so picturesque. Now here we are. The Haas on his opening lap of qualifying, now on board. Into turn 1, here we go down the long straight with DRS. And here you can just see the true potential that the cars really have when going down straights. Reaching up to 300 kilometers per hour. Now down to the second DRS zone. Now to turns 3. And that is a yellow flag, and I'm not sure what's happened there, but it's back to green flags. Must have been in the, I think that was in the third sector, and I think that was the Mercedes of Slime. Now the Haas taking the corners very well. Now to the final corner down the straight, let's see what time he gets. And he gets a time of 104.457, which is a good time. But can anybody else beat that? The Alpine is right behind him, can he do any better? Followed by the 2 Mercedes. And the Alpine doesn't do any better, 2 seconds behind, which is a huge gap in F1. Lucas Derrickson with a fastest lap of the qualifying session, with a 104. And Slime just beating it by only a few milliseconds. By a hundredth of a millisecond, hundredths of a second. Slime with a 104.2. Now the Haas going into the pits. Warning for Ha and Cass signing up and not showing up. As you can see, that for people who haven't made it today, they have got a warning. And if they continue to do so, they will be awarded penalty points. Oh, and that is an Alpine that the Mercedes just passed, going very slowly, but is back at speed. Hands up to the Alpine for getting out the way for the Mercedes. And that could have been a very, very, very horrible accident that could have occurred. And Slime with a 103.8. And the Mercedes is really pushing here in Austria. Now viewing the Alpine of Fizzle. Sorry, the Williams. And that is a Sector 2 yellow flag. The Mercedes and the Alpine just having a little interaction into the second corner. And the Williams straight into the pits. The Fizzle with a 1:07 lap time at tops. Unfortunately, last race the conditions were terrible during qualifying, which caused a lot of people to spin out, and they couldn't really go at their best potential. Now viewing the Alpine of Aaron. Let's hope the other Alpine strategy is to come out later when the track is quiet. And that is a yellow flag into turn 1, but it's straight to a green flag. Now on board with the Alpine of Aaron Miller, who's heading into the pits. Now the Haas coming right out yet again. Now everybody apart from the Alpine of Sandor has got a current lap time. Now Deacon Davis with a very slow lap time and a very laggy car indeed. Now currently viewing Deacon Davis, the McLaren. A very laggy car indeed so far. And I think that we should have... Oh, and that is a Haas that has spun round on the final straight but is back on its feet, as you could say. And I think we're going to have a... Let's have a quiet lap, a sound lap here, just to let you know. To show what the cars really sound like and how amazing these things are made and how well they sound. And with the sound lap over, the Mercedes heads into the pits. Also, the other Alpine has got a lap time of 105.1. Unfortunately, we're having technical difficulties with the other commentator, who is currently having internet issues. Now, 2 people left on the track. The track very quiet here in Austria. That is a yellow flag. I'm not sure why. I think that is someone going very slow. But I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. I think that's the McLaren going onto its hot lap right behind the Alpine, the Williams. Now onto turn 1, taking it very slow, almost loses the rear end there. But just takes enough control. Oh, takes that corner very deep to let the McLaren through. The McLaren lets him past, and then the Williams lets him past. I'm not sure if the Williams are sensing some discomfort with the gap between the 2 cars. I'll be back shortly since I just need to get something, so I'll be right back.
Right, there we go.
And Lucas Derrickson is currently Twitch streaming, so you can view Lucas if you want. Now approaching the last 3 minutes of qualifying as Slime comes back out from the pits. Nothing has changed time-wise. Now Josh Merrin currently 2nd place on the front row of the grid so far. Can he do any better to get pole? Josh runs wide on that corner, very throttle happy. There is a bit of congestion through Sector 2, with 2 Alpines, a McLaren and a Haas. Now approaching the 1 minute mark of qualifying. Let's see who will take pole, and possibly second and third place. Josh takes pole position with a 103.8, only a few milliseconds off the Mercedes of Slime, and that is absolutely amazing by the Aston Martin to get a 103 lap time, just slightly better than Slime. And another warning for Gal for not shoving up. And the Haas just steals third place from Lucas. Oh no! Slime takes pole! And what a qualifying session by Slime to get pole position and just steal pole from the Aston Martin of Josh Merrin. And that is it, qualifying is over. We'll be back with you shortly to give you coverage of the Austrian Grand Prix.
You can see it. It's not a big deal. Why are we waiting? Nobody's gone ready yet? Somebody said we're not allowed to or something? There we go. Oh, do I have Aaron as well? I think I have him as well.
And here we go. Here for the formation lap. Ready for anything.
Or it's
The
the other way
predicted
around.
pit strategy.
And Sander just
We'll
nearly
be
bumped
looking for
into
the hard and soft medium compound tyres.
Oh wait. Let's- Going to take over in here, yes. Warmed up my tires. Oh, I think it's going to be fine.
And here we are, the cars all lining up on the grid for the start of the Austrian Grand Prix here at the Red Bull Ring. And now with everybody ready, here we go. It's time for the Australian Grand Prix. Engines revving now, with 5 lights ready. And it's lights out and away we go. Slime with a great start. Josh, surely behind the Alpha, the Haas takes second off Josh, and Josh goes wide, wheel to wheel between the Mercedes and the Aston Martin. The Alpine looking to push back, but Slime is currently in first place into turn 2 after the long straight. The Mercedes taking the place away from the Aston Martin, and now the Alpine trying to get fight back. And with no DRS for 3 laps, it will be relying on the slipstreams of the cars. Oh, and that's Josh Merrin who spins out on turn 3. And that is Josh who has spun out. And that is another car. Aaron Millera, who's already out of this race. And he spins out again. He spins out again, and he's having wear and tear with his tyres, and that is dramatic circumstances opening in the first lap, and that is already going to be a virtual safety car. Now that is devastating for both Josh Merrin and the Alpine. And now that some cars going into the pits, I think that's only one of the Alpine who's going into the pits for fresher compound tyres, even though it's been only 1 lap. But he's going to use this to warm his tyres up. And that is also another car, which is Josh Merrin, who's retired from this session as well. Josh Merrin is retired from this session. And that only leaves 6 cars with 34 laps to go to see who's going to win here in Austria. And that is devastating for the 2 cars. And it's go time straight away. Now the Mercedes pushing past. Oh, and the Mercedes spins round as well. Oh my word. And what is unfolding here? And that's almost a crash between the 2 cars of the Williams. And he spun out. He nearly spun out again. And this is absolutely dramatic circumstances that is unfolding here. And now it's between Lucas Derrickson. And he takes the position off him. You're into first. Make sure to subscribe. And also review our tech tutorials on YT. That's a great battle. Who knocks the edge off Lucas Derrickson? Nudges him behind his back, who spun him out. And he spins out again. He's losing control. And that is almost another crash. And that is another car who's retired from this session. And oh my, that's a big crash. And that is the Haas out of the race. And I don't know what's unfolding here, but there's only 5 cars left with 36 laps to go. There's already 3 cars out of this race. And oh my, what has happened here? In only 4 laps. And this is just dramatic circumstances that is happening right now. And that is Lucas trying to fight back for the position of 5th place. Now having a view of Lucas Derrickson. And I'm unsure what's going to happen there, but that could possibly be something happening with the stewards. The stewards could be awarding something. There could possibly be a review. Turn 5. As you can see, under investigation. Turn 5. Race control is currently investigating this claim. And that is the fastest lap by Lucas Derrickson with a 106.5. The Alpine almost loses it there into turn 1. Now wheel to wheel is the Alpine, and the Mercedes has got the position ahead. Now this is critical information here that they need. And that's wheel to wheel. The Alpine going down the outside, but the better line down the inside. Now it's wheel to wheel yet again. But the Alpine has yet to fight back. Now, the Mercedes is right behind him, and this is a great battle between the 2 cars. The Alpine runs wide. Now you can just about see Lucas. Very late, very early braking by Lucas. Now with DRS, can he do anything to settle any move whatsoever? He's faster into turn 5. Turn 4, sorry. Now into turn 5. Now with his slipstream, can Zandor do anything to get a move off? Now with DRS, can he do anything with a move? DRS, he's gonna have a go down the inside, but he won't. Now with DRS yet again, Lucas trying to have a go with the Williams, and just steals that move. Lucas seals the move. Now it's between the Williams and the Alpine now. Unfortunately, Kaya will not be back due to internet issues. So no one will be beside me for the rest of the race. Now currently viewing the Alpine of Zandor with DRS. It's not close enough for a move. But now into the second DRS zone, down the long straight. Now he's got a slipstream and he's got DRS with him, so this could be a possible overtaking move. He's going to have a go down the inside, but oh, he gives him a little nudge just to get a move on. Now we're side by side. No one with DRS. But the Alpine is right behind him, going to have a go, but he just doesn't have enough room. Now into turn 4. Now it's a battle for third place here. Just lets the McLaren is going very slowly, and I'm not sure why. But I think I think that is the McLaren into the pits. And that means there's a Mercedes 1-2 currently. But the Alpine has a go for second. And that seals the move. Now no DRS for Lucas whatsoever. Now the Alpine is going to want to get a huge gap between the two cars and possibly have a go at the leader Slime. Now Lucas just goes slightly wide with a little touch of the grass there. Now to the final turn. Lucas possibly with DRS. Lucas has DRS now down the final straight. And that is another investigation into entering the pit lanes dangerously for Deacon Davis. And that is the Williams of the Fizzle, who's speeding in the pit lane, who's got a 5-second time penalty. And now the Mercedes has a go down the inside. And the Alpine tries the switchback there, which doesn't seal the move. The Alpine with DRS, is he going to have a go down the inside? He's got enough room, he's going to seal the move. Down the inside, it's wheel to wheel, now heading into turn 5. And this is a great battle between the two cars that we are seeing currently. And this is just a phenomenal battle that we are seeing. Now Lucas could have a go down the final turn, right behind him. Now he's going to have a go with DRS down the final straight. He's got the slipstream, he's gonna definitely steal the move. Down the inside into turn 1. But the Alpine could possibly fight back. The Alpine with DRS down with the slipstream. He's gonna have a go down the inside. Wheel to wheel now. Into turn 2. He's gonna steal the move. But Lucas has the better line. And Lucas is looking to fight back. Lucas with DRS here. He's going to have a go. Down the inside. Is he going to have a go? He's having a go. He's had a go. And he's sealed it. It's wheel to wheel yet again. And this is a great battle between the two. And that is a McLaren going very slowly indeed. But the Mercedes will not have enough room for overtake. Could have a go down the inside here, but I don't think he's going to have enough room. This could cause a huge drama. Now the Mercedes very close to the other car. Now with DRS, Lucas is going to have a go. He's down in the final straight. It's just battle after battle. DRS is very key here. Without DRS, I don't know what could have happened here. But now the Alpine will have to fight back. With DRS down the final straight, he's definitely got the slipstream, as you can see, with the helicopter shot. And he's had a go. He's made the lunge. And this is a great battle that I'm seeing. And this is making me absolutely happy. And this is exciting. Now Lucas with DRS is going to have enough room to make a move. Possible, but he's going to have enough room. No, he won't. And no overtakes will be happening this time around. With the Alpine having the better lineup of that turn. Now 3 DRS zones, this is very key. Now on to lap 13. Lap 12, sorry. Now on to lap 13. Now, and that's it spun out. Lucas Derrickson has spun out on this straight. And that will possibly be an investigation. I'm not sure, but we'll have to have a view from Lucas for that. And that's why his stream is so critical in such circumstance. And that is Lucas Derrickson who spun out. There's a big gap between the leader now, for the leader. And that battle has very quickly come to an end after one event. I'm currently not sure who's going to win. Because some have yet to pit. Now viewing the McLaren of Deacon Davis. Lucas looking to have a go. He's closing the gap between 8 seconds. He's already made 2 seconds off that lap. There'll be no DRS for Lucas whatsoever. Now pushing to 5 seconds, Lucas could possibly be pushing to 5 seconds to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1. Oh no, what's happened? Oh, he's in the pits. Sorry everybody. And that is him into the pits. Now Lucas taking lead once yet again. Can the McLaren possibly overtake? With no DRS, so I don't think that's going to happen. currently it's a Mercedes 1-2. With only 5 cars remaining, I'm currently unsure what's going to happen between the next few laps. With about 20 laps to go. Let's see what's going to unfold between 20 laps. I'm currently viewing Lucas Derrickson of the Mercedes. Oh, and that's a McLaren going very slowly out of turn 2. Not much has happened between these few laps. I'll keep you updated with what's happening. With almost every car with one stoppage waiting on the Mercedes of Lucas Derrickson. Is Lucas Derrickson into the pits now? And that means Slime will be taking the lead. And into second is the Alpine. And that is Deacon Davis, who almost spun out there. And that is not going to make any difference whatsoever though. And not a lot has happened now. With mostly everybody with one stop. Only the Alpine Alexander with 2 stops. And it seems that the McLaren really hates turn 2, as he's always having issues with that turn, coming in and out of that turn. Mainly people with the medium compound, only 2 drivers on the soft. And that is the Mercedes of Lucas Derrickson with the fastest lap time with a 105 point. With a 105. And that is the Williams of Fizzle, who came out that turn very slowly. And that is the Alpine in the pits for the 3rd time in the session. And with only 5 people remaining and almost 10 laps remaining, let's see what unfolds here in Austria. Now the Alpine having a go at the McLaren. McLaren is side by side here into turn 5, wheel to wheel with the McLaren, but the Alpine just fails to move. But McLaren is trying to fight back, wheel to wheel into the last 2 turns. McLaren down the inside, they make contact there, pushing the Alpine slightly wide, but the Alpine heads into the pits. And that was a good short battle between the 2 cars. A good pit stop there by the Alpine. Now the Alpine into 4th, and I think the Fizzle's just driving with joy, driving for joy, and not in a competitive way anymore. Because he isn't really going to do anything. If I'm going to be honest, there's no chance he's going to get an overtaking manoeuvre with 55 seconds behind P4. And currently viewing Lucas Derrickson. Currently in second. Slime's in first.
That was a nice exit. Oh, Laser Boy also. I was like, what's again? What is Sender doing?
And that is the Alpine of Xander into the pits yet again. Who's constantly going into the pits. And they're currently Slime having a battle, well, overlapping 4th place, who is Xander. He's come out the pits. No, the car's ghosted, so there'll be no impact here, so do not worry. Now with 10 laps to go, or 9 now, let's see what happens within 9 laps of this race. Now Xander sets the fastest lap of the race so far. Now with 8 laps to go, 7.5 laps to go, let's see what unfolds here in Austria. Now not a lot has happened since the 5 eliminations. And that is a blue flag waved to Xander, who is not really willing to give the place back. Xander looking to get away from the Mercedes, but it's just pushing constantly. Now the Mercedes has DRS and Xander's car is ghosted. His teammate is 8 seconds behind. Lucas is 8 seconds behind. And it's just a constant battle for position at this point. The Mercedes trying to get ahead of the Alpine. The Alpine not willing to give the position back. Blue flags waved all around, but he's just ignoring it at this point. Oh, and that's the Alpine who almost spins out. And now they're just about side by side. The Mercedes just slightly ahead now. The blue flags are waved away, and that's a yellow flag. And that is the Williams who spun out in the second sector. And that is the Fizzle who has spun out. But that will not be any problem. But I think that is the Fizzle going into the pits. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at this point if he's going to retire or he's just pitting for new tyres. And that's the Alpine who spun round as well. And that exact corner has caused a lot of problems for different people. Now Lucas Derrickson is right behind the Alpine. Now blue flags being waved around. Is Lucas going to get ahead of the Alpine? He's right behind him with DRS. Blue flags being waved all around. Now, the Alpine and the Mercedes just at touching distance here. So let's see, they're just about equal at this point. Down to the long straight, with only 4 laps to go. Let's see what happens within this 4 laps, the final 4 laps of this race. At this point, I think this has sealed it. The positions are almost exact. 5th will definitely be the Fizzle unless any sort of miracle happens, which is very, very unlikely. Now the Alpine and Lucas just messing about at this point. And the Alpine just trying to get ahead of Lucas. I'm not sure what's happening here, but the blue flags are right back out yet again. Now viewing Lucas. Says approaching back markers, which is Zandor. With 2 laps to go now. With 2 laps to go now, let's see what happens. Now down the long straight, the Alpine with the DRS. Now into turn 1. Lucas will have DRS, and that's the Alpine who's gone wide. And that costs him the place. Now that is Lucas also with DRS on that turn. Now Lucas Derrickson is harvesting his ERS, and that is Slime King here on the final few laps, the final 2 laps left here at the Grand Prix. And this has been a not so dramatic race as the other 2 races that we've had in Zandvoort and Silverstone. Oh, and that is the Williams who has gone wide on the final sector, which is the Fizzle, who that corner's really caught him out quite a lot. But down to the final straight. Now it's a big gap between Slime and and that is the Alpine, who's now out of this race. With only 4 cars to go now. The Fizzle is 2 laps behind. So I'm currently unsure of what's going to happen, so it's going to be a lot of waiting for the Fizzle. But there's only 4 cars who remain. But as it stands, I think the Alpine will get 4th place. And never mind, the Fizzle will get 4th place. And on to the final lap. The Mercedes down the DRS straight, the long straight. And this has been a very long race, with not a lot of drama, but a good lot about battles. Good lot of battles here. And with only 8 drivers came, we have half this number, and there's only 4 drivers remaining on the final lap. And this has been a long race with a lot of battles, with a lot of excitement. But at this point, I think Slime has took the win here in Austria. Now we're now surrounded with the cheers of the crowd. The final lap. Here we go. And the winner of the Austrian Grand Prix is Slime King, who's took it away. The Mercedes comes first, now waiting currently for Lucas Derrickson to bring it home for second. It was a Mercedes 1-2. And that's the checkered flag here. Lucas has finished his race. Now currently waiting on the other cars.
Easily won this.
Thank you all for watching. The Fizzle is now finished as well, with 2 laps down. Now Deacon Davis, just waiting on Deacon Davis to cross the finish line, and we are done. Thank you all for watching. My name is Josh, giving you coverage for the Lom Cup here in Austria. It has been a pleasure, and thank you for watching. The fastest lap goes to Lucas Derrickson, 104.516. Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure. Make sure to check out the Discord and watch our helpful videos on YouTube on how to get F1 graphics like this. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.
transition. Okay, welcome. Let's. We have Lucas Dirksen on the line. I know it says Jandal right now, but it won't in a few seconds. Now we have Lucas Dirksen. Perfect. Hey Lucas. P2 and an Alpine on your way. Someone doing Jandal doing a Alonso. How was it?
Yeah, said that we were with 8 drivers only, like 12 applied, but I on the racetrack I saw only 12, so that was a bit that annoyed me, and also annoyed me that I got spun around in the third lap. If I wouldn't have been spun around, I would have won this race on like maybe 10 seconds, maybe more. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. You had the Alpine in front of you.
No, I was battling with him, but I was so much faster than him than he was, and he just stayed in my DRS, and I was like so annoyed.
Yep.
And I don't know what he was doing after that. He was like bidding multiple times. I was like, oh, what? He joined. He came into the pits. He was on mediums, and then the lap after he joined again. I was like, oh, then I think he wanted to go on softs because we had only 8 laps left.
Okay.
And then the lap after he pitted again. I was like, oh, what are you doing? You what, mate? And then yeah.
Okay.
I was.
Do you have anything to say?
I got robbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't say.
You can say it like this.
That's
So,
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let
I can't
me
say.
just tell you how it is going in the championship now. I have to look. Who got 4?
Yeah.
4th was the Fizzle, right? Yeah, I don't have him in it yet. And the Haas was who?
Dominic. No, I was it.
Domenico.
Dovala Dominic.
Dovala was it.
Dovala Dominic. Also the kid that's
correct.
spun me
Okay.
around.
Then the championship is right now. Tommy. Fresh. Okay. So Hancock is still first. You're 1 point behind, Lucas. Then Slime
Yeah.
King with 15 points, so 6 points behind. Then Jendor, then Milera, Dilao, Nevis, Ducot, Capelli. Yep, and that's everyone who has points.
Yeah. I'm not there. I'm not there next week, so that's a bit sad.
Yep.
And for Father Day.
And thanks for the interview. Bye.
No, you crashed, idiot. Imagine crashing.
But technically, the rules of F1 say that if you complete more than 90% of the race distance, you get classified as finished and receive points regardless.
But
and I completed like 33 laps.
This is Lom Cup, not F1.
Ah, damn. I tried.
Yeah, what's
So
the
trying.
You didn't have?
Why did you give one question? Why did you give Slime King DRS? I was like, fuck,
I don't
get out
know.
of there.
I was trying to get away from him, and he just stayed right in my DRS.
That's exactly what I had with you. You are just in my DRS. I was like, get the fuck away from there, and you were staying in there. I was so pissed.
Hello.
Like, get out of there. Yeah, that's so sad.
Maybe
would have easily won.
Yeah, nah. I got I think it was after like originally Ferrari's my strategy and went onto softs, which apparently just did not work. So I tried to go back onto mediums.
You had like there were 20 laps remaining, and then you can't go to softs.
Yeah, and I was gonna do another stuff after that. But still, the softs just did not work from the first lap, and then I moved on to mediums, and I was just trying to get back in it, moving past the McLaren, but. I mean, it was a good battle until I guess he slightly out tractioned himself a little going into turn 9, and the tiny contact that came from it literally broke my front wing for some reason, and that's why I pitted twice, because the first time I accidentally forgot to make the pit crew change my front wing, So yeah, that's nice job.
Ferraris. Yeah, actually that.
I genuinely Ferrari'd my race today.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing that annoyed me was that it was sunset and not fucking.
Oh yeah, that was actually painful. Like
And
half the track was in the shadow.
Yeah.
I couldn't see anything.
Can I? Yeah, we got we got an investigation on gender. Ignoring blue flags.
Ooh.
Gender.
On Sender.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, is it gonna do anything?
No, same for like
Probably not, but
there's
we'll get some
there's
points.
an
Yeah.
there's an investigation going from me and Dominic, but Dominic crashed like after that, so
Again, yeah.
Yeah, I was pissed, man. I was so pissed.
Yeah, no, this
Okay.
race just went like.
I was
shit.
so happy that Josh spun, but I don't know why he directly retired because there were like 34 laps to go.
Oh yeah,
And
that
then
near the
Swan
somewhere
came-
near the halfway point of the race when you were like right in front of me. What was that violent spin, man? You just went out of turn 1.
Yeah, I was pushing. I wanted to pass you there, but then I spun.
Yeah, I mean, I guess sometimes you have to
Yeah, and
try
I'll
and
just let
push
the
away from.
discussion here continue, but to the viewers outside there,